to the bottom of that just got a whole lot weirder.
I looked at you and said, repeat that. You said, I've got to get to the bottom of that. We have liftoff.
Check out what's coming up on today's episode.
Unless you're dumb.
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye. Bye. Byron Eats Farts. Okay, so there you go. Anybody's listening to the show right now, go to the Spotify mobile app. Comment section's open. Let me know if Byron eats farts.
You don't, though.
I can't believe you talked me into getting that sound effect.
Yeah,
that is just ridiculous.
At last. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole? This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Hey guys, real quick before we start the show, wanted to let you know kind of how we do things around here, how we do the podcast. If you've ever wanted to make a podcast, we use Spotify. Spotify's got a platform that lets you make a podcast really, really easy. And then they let you distribute it everywhere and even earn some money if you want a little change, ching in your pocket. And they do it all in one place, and it's for free. That's the exciting part. It's called Spotify for Podcasters. Here's how it works. They let you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or your computer, and then they'll let you distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. And if you want to take your conversations to the next level, they have really cool features like Q&A and polls, and those are the things that really get people and your fans talking about things. So with Spotify for Podcasters, you can also earn money, including ads and podcast subscriptions, and the best of all, like I said, it's totally free with no catch. Ever since I've discovered it, I feel like the options of the Q&A and the video options and the polls has really let me take the creativity of my podcasting to another level. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started today. Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents a talk show that will get to the bottom of things once and for all. And now here's your host for Let's Get to the Bottom of That, three weirdos on a mic. What is up? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Get to the Bottom of That. My conspiracy nuts! Hope your tinfoil hats are on because we're coming in hot. I'm your host, Byron Dice, Jason and Joey here live in studio. Today is episode 50,000. I think we're in 51. I'm not sure. Don't quote me and don't write me bad emails. But today is Down the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
So that means it's freestyle. Mm-hmm. All topics are on the table. Actually, no topics are on the table.
Why did we get rid of the soundbite of Morpheus?
We didn't. You'll hear it when the show's published. Okay. You just want to hear it, don't you?
I just love hearing it.
Oh, man.
He's got such a
Should've
good
played
voice,
that.
dude. My goodness.
It'll be
That's
on
like
the
molasses coming out your mouth.
See, what's funny is he's talking about that, and like people are hearing Morpheus, and then he just said, "What happened to Morpheus?" But people just heard it.
Oh, so there's
Wow.
Morpheus.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
We're in the Matrix right now, dude.
Oh, I wanted to start out with
That's impressive.
You wanted me to do that, right?
That was I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah. See,
was-
it starts as a didgeridoo.
That was straight up verbal.
And then you can start just like the Viking people.
He's doing that.
Anyway.
Listeners, he's doing that with his mouth.
Yeah, that was.
That's not from the keyboard.
Yeah, that was not a sound bite
Wow.
from the pad.
Wow.
What I wanted to do real quick was we're talking about
what am I doing?
That was good. We've
Did
been
you
waiting
hear-
all night for that one.
wait, did you hear the last that wait?
Dude, oh my gosh. That is
Anyway,
childish.
that's just bad. I mean, sorry guys. So what's on everybody's mind? Hey, wait, right before the show started, we might as well just
Here we go. That's over. You gave him. You
That
gave him that idea, Joey.
He did.
Now he's not gonna stop.
look. That last one sounds like somebody's throwing up at the same
That's
time.
not, I know what that is. That's his butt cheek flapping.
Did you record that from?
Yeah, that's his butt cheeks flapping.
We're done. Got the recording.
Okay.
All I see are
Yeah.
like pale
That's-
white butt cheeks
Just-
flapping.
Hey, you guys.
You're
Can,
like no pants on.
Yes.
Just what?
Oh my god!
Out in the cornfield.
out and just
Just-
flapping.
And there's probably some juice that came out too.
Oh yeah.
It sounded very wet.
it was wet, dude. for sure. That's like you ran a mile.
Okay, we lost half our audience.
squeezed one out.
We-
Hey, you can trust us, all right?
Hey, trust us. These sounds are real. Okay, this is probably the worst down the rabbit hole ever. But speaking of hole,
Oh no! Here we go. Here we go. All right.
Wow.
oh my gosh.
What am I doing here? The best way to get something done.
Yeah, baby. Anyway, down the rabbit hole.
Gotcha. Down the rabbit hole.
I can tell Jason. We've lost Jason.
Jason's not a child.
I want to hear this theory of the burning bush.
Yeah.
We got on the subject of smoking weed since Joey always smokes weed in here in the
Yeah.
studio.
Just toking it up.
And you said there was scientific evidence
Yes. That,
of marijuana at the
No,
burning
DMT,
bush.
DMT.
What is DMT? Talk to me.
Oh, Mike, if he was here, he would.
Is it?
It's
it's
I know what it stands for, DMT.
Oh, let me look it up.
But I can't
it's
pronounce
a psychedelic drug
Yes.
that is found naturally. They can also synthesize it as well and make it fake, but it's a psychedelic
Let's
drug.
see. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
That's in That's in Sudafed. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that in Sudafed? Or is that? I'm thinking of something else.
probably was thinking of something else.
But anyway,
Jason.
so basically, like he said, it's a
It's a
hallucinogenic.
psychedelic.
Yes, a psychedelic hallucinogenic
Okay.
that they found, though it's derivative from plants. And
Okay.
most of the plants that are over there where they speculated Mount Sinai was, where the burning bush was.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the story of Moses,
Right.
Whenever the burning bush
Is rich.
He talks
the plants
about-
are rich in DMT.
Okay.
Right.
So we're speculating that the bush was burning, or was he actually smoking something?
No,
and heard the voice.
That the bush could have caught on fire, and then that he had this experience.
Yeah.
Heard the voice,
hmm
So
and then Bob's your uncle.
But also, I've also heard that when you do psychedelics, you do tap into a different realm.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I
it's
think it
not-
opens you up to the
It's
spirit
not a
realm.
it's not a far fetch to say that that was an avenue to
A
get.
door to get. Yeah. Okay. Hear the voice.
This
Take-
is all. This is all theory. I don't know.
Hey, look! Take your
wasn't there.
sandals off. This is holy ground.
well, let me piggyback.
Let me piggyback.
Hey, listen, let me drop something here.
Let me ride the hog.
So, recently, I don't know if it's news, but the DMT world is people who just regularly doing DMT.
Yeah.
They are speaking. Basically, they've noticed that their stories are beginning to match up of their descriptions of this other land that they go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like there's people that they've met in this other world. There's places they've gone in this other world, where there is. Gosh, I wish we could probably pull it up. But there's there's a group of scientists that have been actively trying to map this, what I call this spiritual realm out.
Is
So-
that what I should look up?
Jamie,
Oh,
pull it
map
up.
of the sphere. Yeah.
Map of the spirit realm. Look there. So
Is this what is this? What is it?
Some Zelda.
Yeah,
Jay, just say DMT. Maybe that'll help it out.
DMT.
So basically, they've
So you're saying different people have like
same
had this
experience.
same experience,
and they see the same things,
and they're like, "What? I
Yes.
saw the same thing."
same,
Well,
like
meeting the same people. So like there was a story of a guy that went there, met this. Gosh, what was the name of him? There was like there are always like physical characteristics that they give the people that they meet. It was like the guy with a blue arm or something. I don't remember what it was.
Huh?
But they're like, I went on a trip.
Yeah.
I met the guy with the blue arm, and the guy with the blue arm was upset because you weren't there. They're talking to his buddy, like his buddy was there, met this guy. His other buddy, one buddy came in, met the guy,
Yeah.
was no longer high, so he's gone.
Wow.
His other buddy got high, met the same guy that he was talking about, and the guy with the blue arm was like, "Where's your friend? I don't see him. He's upset."
interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Huh?
talking with I don't know.
The blue arm.
Yeah, I mean I don't remember what they called him in the thing.
Well,
that I
still,
was
he had a
reading,
blue
but-
arm, right?
Yeah. So what I believe is that kind of going along with the burning bush thing.
Yeah.
Is that basically he was tapping into the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
And I know of guys and friends that have taken DMT, and these are guys that before this experience were not quote unquote Christian.
Sure.
They
Okay.
they were whatever. They were like, yeah, agnostic, I believe in a God, whatever. But they go on a spiritual trip where they take DMT, they get ridiculously high. And what my buddy described to me is that he's like, dude, I met God, and
In that world.
in that world,
Huh?
he showed me, just like in the book of Job, where God kind of pulls Job out and he shows him like the creation of the universe and things. Like he's like, I went through that in my head, and that dude is on fire now.
Really?
Radical Christian.
For Jesus.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, absolutely, without a question of a doubt. What I saw was real. You know.
And there's only one way to find out, guys.
You got some DMT in your pocket?
See, I
Well-
experienced that without the help of drugs. You know what I'm saying? I'm always
You went to
high.
that world?
I'm always high on Jesus, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just out here
I don't know.
praising.
I
Oh,
experienced
my
that
God.
with some water, some tap water,
Um,
because of the fluoride.
oh, my. Yeah, you really freaked out on that fluoride
I can't
episode.
believe it.
You've been
I mean, he
giving
was like, "Oh, there's nothing we can do. We're stuck."
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, it
drink
was
water
good.
now. I just drink pot.
yeah, it's distilled.
That's funny. Weren't you looking up the ingredients of the water bottle we had, or was it you?
That was me. Yeah,
You were like, "Where does this come from?" I'm calling this number.
yeah. Let's call them up, see what they got.
We should call them up on the show.
I mean, dude, how?
We
far-
should do prank calls on the show.
Yeah,
Would that be? Because I can hook a phone up, Bluetooth. Well, could we do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have a segment of prank phone calls.
Who would we call?
I can tell you.
Like church is checking. Like, go, is this a church?
We should
You know,
just
like,
order
like,
chicken
dude,
and
is this a church? What time's your Sunday school? Who's your pastor?
I cannot keep
Oh,
it
y'all
together.
got greens and taters and biscuits.
Greens, beans, potatoes,
Taters,
tomato-
beans.
You name it.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's go to
Jason's,
the comments.
Jason's like, you know what? I'm going home. Okay, we got a lot of comments. This is from August 15th. So what I've done is every time we do usually down the rabbit hole, but if there's a influx of comments,
Yeah,
I'll
no
bring them to
problem.
the show. Like our last episode, we did War on the Family. I was like, okay, we got to get into the war. We don't have time for comments. But I did collect comments from August 15th to August 29th, which is that's today. So most of these are from the Spotify mobile app. Aaron said on the food shortage, couldn't agree with y'all more. Bill Gates is a massive doucher.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I love it. He loved the show. Byron, being from Alabama, are you a redneck bammer or an AU guy?
AU guy.
Bite your tongue. Get behind me, Satan. Yes, I'm a redneck bammer. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. In case y'all don't know it, That's how you say it. Roll Tide.
Okay. All right.
Hey, if y'all ever down here and y'all want,
I thought it was like this. Roll Tide.
well, if y'all ever down here and y'all want some biscuits and gravy, all you got to do is some Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Anyway, also Joey sounds a lot like John Mulaney.
Yeah, I
had to look that guy up.
I did too.
He's a comedian, right?
He's a comedian.
I don't think so at all.
I
Well,
didn't either. I
I
don't
think-
think you sound like John at all.
I went into a deep dive after. I
Okay,
did this.
I went in some
I was like-
DMT,
Yeah,
and I
got-
saw John Mulaney at a blue arm.
I got as high as a kite. Okay, I was John Mulaney in my thoughts.
You were.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think he's probably speaking to his style. So John Mulaney is like his comedy style is like a storytelling.
Yeah,
He's like, oh yeah, and then this happened, blah 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 blah.
I
know,
got you.
and
So that's
then-
what he's talking about.
And
Okay.
then ha ha ha, everything's funny, and then this happened, and blah blah. You know.
Not necessarily you sound like him, but you got that style.
Yeah, but
Okay,
the
gotcha.
style is just you're just you're just talking nonsense, bro. And you know,
okay.
I do. that
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Aaron, for that comment. Next, we got Natalia, Spotify mobile out, from the Hollow Earth episode. She said, I watched a video once of someone flying a jet near what looked to be another sun. Have you seen it? Can you explain that? Fake news? Question mark.
explain it.
I have not
Dude,
seen.
I can't explain anything.
I have not seen that, Natalia. I've not seen a jet flying to another.
but I
sun.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
100%,
believe-
Natalia. I
I
believe
believe
that you saw a jet flying to another sun.
I believe that that's real.
Frankie Chavez on the food shortage just said simply, I love you guys.
We love you too.
Love you, Frankie. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I love you too.
Teresa Weller, this is all the way back. Our first episode, the Bidens. She said, who cares? Maybe you should do a few episodes on the most corrupt family ever, the Trumps. That's
Aren't
a good
they all,
point.
though? Aren't
that
they
we,
all?
that we should.
Yeah.
We should.
I mean, I
Who
think
isn't corrupt?
Look, Trump's got a documentary on Netflix that it's a 3-episode.
Yes.
It shows, you saw it?
Yes.
Yeah, it shows his
Father.
father, then it shows him, the real estate mogul, and then him as the president. So, come on, dude. Shady stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Who can you trust?
You know what? That's a good question. You can't trust anybody.
We can trust the 3 guys and the 3 weirdos on a mic.
Yeah, you can trust us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trust
for
us.
sure.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. And give $1,000 a month.
Right. 99 cents to 1,000. I'll take 99 or 1,000.
I just want your attention. That's
Anyway,
all.
Teresa, I already said that. With Love, this is a weird name. With Love,
I love it.
on the food shortage episode, mass production of processed food because everyone is stocking up equals more money for the companies.
You dang right it does.
Completely agree with that.
Yeah.
With Love,
Yeah.
Mr. D. Let's see, what did he?
I'm sorry.
Okay, so wait. So a couple of weeks ago, I'd mentioned on the show somebody on my YouTube. When I did behind the scenes, y'all weren't here. I did a solo. Somebody said Byron eats farts.
He's trolling you.
And then Mr. D said on the Spotify mobile app, Byron eats farts.
He's
How's that
trolling
even
you.
happen?
He's trolling you.
I don't even know how to eat a fart. Would that be like a fart sandwich?
No. So there's so many farts. No. So many farts. Listen. This is
Wait,
how
I
it
got
works.
you.
So many farts. You open your mouth and they fart into your mouth, and you inhale it, and that's how you eat a fart.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Not like it's ever happened.
Thank you, Mr. D. That was on the fluoride episode. Byron eats farts, so appreciate that. Now, Mr. Turkey. Mr. Turkey has turned out to be a binge listener.
Hey,
Mr. Turkey was on our last episode. I shouted him out.
Oh, yeah.
And so 9/11 part 1, he said, I asked the question, do you remember where you were? He said, my mom woke me up to get ready for school. The first plane hit. She made me stay home. I was in the 9th grade.
Okay.
That was on the 9/11.
Wow. Ninth grade. So
yeah, go ahead.
9th grade. Wow, he's 36.
Wow, you quickly did that math.
Yeah, I was.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I was 8th grade.
I was in the 6th. No, I was at work. Mr. Turkey. So all these are for Mr. Turkey. The UFO, I asked, have you ever encountered one? And he said 2004, NASA hit Mach 10 in a X-43A air-breathing supersonic craft. I'm guessing he's saying that is a UFO.
Yeah.
In 2004. Also, 9/11 Part 2, Mr. Turkey said, Loose Change is the best documentary about 9/11. I agree. It was pretty good. So many things wrong with that happened. A great show to to our It All Together. Oh, boy. Who can read that? I messed that up. Sorry, Mr. Turkey. Joey, you try that?
Great show to All Together for those who did not know.
Oh, thank you. There we go. So you brought it together. On the Clinton body count, Mr. Turkey said, the best breakdown of the Clintons I've heard to date. Love this podcast.
Okay.
Mr. Turkey, dude. On Pizzagate, the best Pizzagate deep dive.
10 stars.
And we got an okay emoji on that one with the, of course, that's a white supremacy sign. I'm just kidding. That's not what that
I was
is.
about to say, that's just an okay sign.
That is. That's right. You guys are number one, the number one podcast for me. Thank you, Mr. Turkey. And then in the food shortage, thank you for the shout out, because that's when we gave him the shout out.
Okay, we're giving him another shout
I know.
out.
You're like killing it, Mr. Turkey. Love this show. I seriously wait for it every week. I would love to explain the experiment fully, but not enough space in the comments. They cut me off. Joey is a great fit.
Thanks, bro.
Cool.
Oh, Joey.
Thanks, bro.
Look at that. Okay.
I'm getting all these shout
And I
outs.
like Mr. Turkey.
Mr. Turkey said on the fluoride episode, yes, it must
You
be
know what
Friday.
we should do? What we should do?
Let's
We
get
should
him on the
send
show.
Mr.
Yeah,
Turkey.
that's what I was about to say. Let's get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
Mr. Turkey.
We can get him either on the phone or if he ever wants to fly out.
Hey,
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
yeah,
come
if
on.
somebody would give us
Video.
that 99 cents a month, we could buy a ticket for Mr. Turkey.
Yeah, with 99 cents.
Fly him, well, up to 1,000. So
It's true.
I'm just. Well, yeah, that's a great question.
We could have him call in.
We could, yeah.
Video
I could
chat.
do a Zoom call.
Yeah, yeah,
Have
that'd
him
be
come. Okay, so Mr. Turkey, if you're interested in coming on the show,
Email Byron or the show.
or email truth@bottomofthat.com.
Joe Byron.
And Joe Byron. Truth@bottomofthat.com. That's the best way you can get in touch. You do that, or any one of the socials, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, let's talk about some weird stuff with
So
Mr. Turkey.
yeah, Mr. Turkey, you have binged our stuff. You love you know what? Maybe he's got something that he wants to talk about, and he'll bring a topic to the table that we hadn't discussed yet.
Yeah.
So that'd be great. He said, yes, it must be Friday. Got to get my fix on my favorite podcast. And that's the comments from the Spotify mobile app.
Boom.
Good job, guys. You're doing great.
So I need to repent from you guys.
What do
for
you
one
need to
thing.
do? What, you're quitting the show?
No,
Oh, okay.
Mr. D is me.
Oh!
Was that to the last one too?
No, what do you mean?
Because when
No, I was not the one on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I saw the one
Gotcha.
on YouTube and I was like, that is the best.
That is the best comment ever.
We got to
should not
string
have told
together.
Byron eats farts.
I mean, I think if we get enough people involved, everyone should at least say it at least once.
Byron eats farts. Okay, so there you go. Anybody's listening to the show right now, go to the Spotify mobile app. Comment section's open. Let me know if Byron eats farts.
you don't though.
I can't believe you talked me into getting that sound effect.
Yeah,
that is
I
just
don't-
ridiculous.
I thought it was going to just be like a hard, fast one, just a quick.
Yeah, you went.
I
went
got
100.
3 of them together, like a echoey one, and then one that's just kind of plain, and then the
Butt
wet,
cheeky.
yeah. The butt cheeks. That
What's
was
the-
oh boy,
man.
let's see.
Oh, behave.
I can't behave. Okay, here's the deal. Let's quickly, unless y'all want to go down another rabbit hole or something, I wanted to talk about the woman that freaked out on the plane.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this?
I saw it.
Have you? So you've heard it? I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker is not real. She had her fingers up like this. Just the
Yeah.
weirdest thing.
Yeah, the 2 fingers is what did it.
Yeah.
Because when you see
When you
any sort of like old like Michelangelo painting or Da Vinci painting, what is with the 2 fingers, bro?
I don't know.
You guys ever thought about that? They're always holding it up.
let's see. Look, is it peace?
I don't know, man. I've never understood that.
Michelangelo. I gotta look that up. I never noticed that.
Notice it. You'll notice it now. Like any of the old like Orthodox. Anyway, let's watch this thing.
Well, I don't know if there's anything to watch.
I thought you had
Okay.
the bulldog.
Wait, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Well, let's just listen to it, so in case the audience has not heard this.
Say whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm getting the f off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the f off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give 2 f, but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
Bye. Bye.
I wonder if people made it like did that plane make it to where they need to go?
Oh yeah,
Destination?
man.
No one.
I mean,
got
she
hurt?
got off. She has come out and said, where is it? Here it is. She has actually come out and said, okay, so her name is Tiffany Gomez.
Of course, it's Tiffany.
She apologized in a tearful, D&D, watch out. She apologized about her language and was like concerned about the kids that heard her bad language.
Yeah.
And of course, Jason's like, no, dude, the language is fine. Yeah, we're in Australia. You could actually preach from the pulpit just like that.
Dropping it like it's
That's real. Anyway. She said, hi, everyone. It's Tiffany Gomez, probably better known as the Crazy Plane Lady, which is completely warranted, she says at the start of the video. She said, first and foremost, I want to take full responsibility for my actions. They were completely unacceptable. My use of profanity was completely unnecessary. I want to apologize to everyone on the plane, especially the people that had children on board. Tiffany, bless your heart. She's been able to laugh at the memes. Some of the memes are precious of this. Have you seen the memes, Jason?
No.
Like, you know, when the camera's up there and they goes, I'm telling you, and the camera turns around. Every time there's memes where the camera turns around, there's like people back there like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, so she's
and
just
lizard people.
So she's just upset that she cussed. She's not recanting
Well, here's the deal.
why she said
Here's the key thing right here.
Right.
Gomez did not go into what got her so upset. So why didn't you talk about that?
Now it was probably true.
Now Jason pulled up.
Joseph.
Now
Joe.
This is.
I got off the farts.
No, Joe Biden over here.
Look, the two J's is really throwing a curve.
This young whippersnapper over here.
Just throwing me a. Okay, Joseph.
He pointed at me and said Jason. To
Joseph and Joey.
Yeah.
And Jason.
me, baby. Yeah.
And he pulled up earlier. The dude that actually.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about this.
Yeah, so I mean, we're on YouTube, so who knows if this was actually.
Well, we don't know if it's true, but
right.
Yeah.
So essentially, this guy was like, "Yeah, dude, I was the weird guy," and he was saying it was a white dude. He looked like a white supremacist guy, and he had tattoos all over his face. He was wearing a green hoodie with the sign for the Freemasons on it. And he was like, yeah, the lady was asking me, she saw my Freemasons thing, and she was like, she was upset because she was like, it's a group of, what did he say, lower elites that are lizard people. And then the guy was basically like, yeah, and then I told her I was the devil. I told her I was Lucifer, and then she started freaking out. So I think that's, me personally, I feel like that's...
You think that was true, that guy?
Partially the story. Partially.
So she got up and just freaked out.
No, I think he actually revealed him. So because
you think he's actually Lucifer?
No.
Oh.
No. But one of the other accounts from the guy behind him said that he stood up. So his story was after he said that to the guy laughing behind him, he turned and winked. And then supposedly that guy behind him said that he turned around and blinked upwards like a reptilian.
Like a lizard guy.
Yep. So their stories are lining up that he's like, yeah, then I turned to the guy and winked, but I think in his lizard self, he was like...
in his lizard brain.
He thinks he's being coy, but he's really like, his eyes are going cross-eyed.
Do you think he like messed up or did it on purpose?
I think
when he winked, you think, oh, I didn't mean to reveal myself.
No, he didn't know that that's not how humans wink. He thought, this is how humans wink.
Yeah.
And it went straight up and down.
Yeah.
I think for the lady to freak out the way that she did...
Yeah.
From his story, he's telling, just like the Illuminati does, they'll tell you a partial truth, right?
Okay, right.
Not saying like he's Lucifer, like he said.
Right, but he's part of something.
But he might have revealed himself maybe with a weird blink or something like that where his eyes closed in. She saw that. And then he's saying it like, "Oh, I'm joking about it. Like, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a lizard person, and I'm Lucifer."
So he was trying to overplay it.
Yeah.
Once he revealed himself,
so the people around him would be like, "Oh, this guy's
kidding with her. He's just joking around." Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you on that rabbit hole.
And then he did it. She freaked out, panicked, walked out. So,
trucker is not real.
Yeah, it's what sucks for her is that she was obviously inebriated from.
Oh, was she?
Oh, dude, listen to her. She's like slurring her words on.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought she had something mentally going on.
I don't know. Do you guys disagree? Does she sound drunk to you in that photo? In that
I
video?
thought that she probably sounds like it all the time.
Maybe, but I saw
I
other.
thought you can
interviews.
only get drinks when you're
In the air.
and also first class, but I never ride first class, so I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
No, you can get. Wait,
You can
is
drink
that-
at the airport before.
That's true.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
you can get plastered.
Copy
in there.
that,
Dude,
yeah.
that's the only thing.
Right
to
at the
do.
bar, dude. TGI Fridays, you kidding?
Oh, come on, man.
Please.
Some of that distilled.
Do you guys
That
wanna-
whiskey?
Do you guys want to go to the airport right now?
Hey, Kansas City Airport's popping, dude.
I quit
But-
whiskey years ago. I started drinking vodka.
Yeah, I've heard
Are
that
you-
recently.
Are you, I was gonna say, are you? You dog.
So-
You sly dog.
So I don't know. That's a weird story, dude. I mean,
It is weird.
It happened again on another plane with another gentleman saying the same thing, but you always got to be
Excuse
wary.
me? I don't know this one.
Yeah, we watched that one. I showed you that one. Another
What?
guy stood up, same thing. He said, "This guy's not human." He freaked out.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that one?
No.
Look it up.
Are
on
you
there.
serious?
Yeah. So the thing is, with these, this happened after the fact. You've
Okay.
always got to question if the person notices the notoriety of the first person. It's like let's cause a scene to become internet famous for a little bit. Not saying that that's the case, but I'm always weary of that in situations like this. But I personally, I think there was definitely some weird stuff that happened with that green
So
hoodie.
you think just freaking out like that it's like no real reason to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
other than actual something that upset her.
I can tell you this: if I was a lizard person,
Yeah.
and somebody was calling me a lizard, and there was a way I could inconspicuously scare her while at the same time playing it off in the
Yeah,
background,
and making her seem crazy and discredit her.
discredit her,
Yeah.
like
Let's go ahead and do that.
a subtle blink, I mean, you name it, maybe an expanse of the throat. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a lizard person. Maybe.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's a good point.
That was hilarious.
That is a good
For
point.
the audience, he
I'm
just
not-
like expanded his throat like he was a lizard.
And his eyes went sideways.
My eyes went sideways, dude. And then I
That's funny.
spat bit him.
Yes,
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I think happened, dude. I mean, if like
If you
I
were the
said,
lizard, yeah, make her look crazy.
Make her
Because
look
everybody else on the plane thought she was.
I don't.
Because nobody else believed or saw except the one dude.
Yeah, and then think about how he's like, even the video, or maybe it was the guy, but even the video afterward, like you play it off. That's gaslighting, bro. You know what I mean? It's easy to gaslight somebody.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Do you?
But
Let's
yeah,
do it here on the show.
Make it
Gaslight me.
gaslight.
Let's
you?
try it. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Just
man.
for the audience so we can know how to do it.
how to gaslight somebody.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try it.
Well, I just explained it. He did it to that lady.
No, do it to us.
I'm-
Do you know how to gaslight anybody?
I don't know.
Do you know what gaslighting is?
I think
makes,
it's
makes somebody believe that
That they're crazy.
yeah, they're crazy or a false reality.
Yeah.
They're living in a false reality.
But I hear that term all the time on the news.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
gaslighting somebody.
I thought it
Surely they're
was-
not thinking. Surely they're not using that definition though.
I don't know. I thought it was from the gas company. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you know how to gaslight?
Yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Let's
you
just try.
basically.
Do it to me right now. Is that? I wish I knew how, so I would do it to you.
Let me. I'm trying to think. How
Let's see. So I want to make you think you're crazy in a false reality. Like here's gaslighting.
It would be something
Dude,
like
that jacket is horrendous. I don't know why you wore it. That's not gaslighting, is it?
No,
That's just
gaslighting's
offensive.
like I'm going to tell you. So let's say I'm yelling at you, and this is a terrible example, but I'm going to say
I can go. So,
Okay, you got.
So
Okay,
for example,
oh, let's go.
okay, so we're arguing right now, right?
Right. No, dinosaurs are not real.
No.
Jason.
You say, Jason, I don't like the way you're talking to me.
Dude, your tone is really bad. I don't like it. So it's,
I don't. It's not me. I just think that you're just hearing me in a way that you think that I'm being offensive, but it's not. I'm not saying anything. I think
I'm hearing it wrong.
Yeah, you're hearing it wrong.
Oh my.
That's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying.
So
Yeah,
I'm so
you're-
sorry.
Right. Actually, I think it's a little offensive that you're.
And now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. I
You
like
can do
that.
it that way, or you can like speak a truth and then just like back up on it. Like you can say like say we're arguing. I'm like your hair is brown and ugly, and then
Of
like,
course it is.
And then during the rest of the fight, you're like she's whoever they're like you said my hair's brown and ugly. Like no, I didn't. I never said that.
Oh,
I never said that. Why would
Well,
I say that? That's mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't do
You
that.
know?
Doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, and then you just
Are you
keep
sure I said
doing
that?
it. You say it once, and then you never say it again, and you deny it from the rest of theirs. So that you make that person feel crazy because they're like, did I see what I saw? And I feel like he did that to her.
So that's lighting the gas.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what the government does to us.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
They'll give us a little taste, and then they'll spend the next 20 years being like, you guys are crazy.
You guys are crazy. JFK was only shot one bullet. And guess what? Oswald, was that his name? Who's the guy that...
Lee Harvey?
yeah.
Lee Harvey.
Yeah,
Oswald?
Lee Harvey could absolutely make that shot.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that episode messed me up.
Oh, you see the JFK one we did?
Yeah, when I tell people, hey, come listen to our podcast, I always refer them to that episode.
JFK.
Yeah, JFK, because it's undeniably in your face that
Yeah.
the CIA did that.
Murdered a president
Yeah.
because of XYZ.
There's no way to get around it.
Oh, yeah. He was a marksman.
Yeah.
Anybody could make,
That and the
that
fluoride
shot.
episode. Now I'm telling everybody about fluoride.
Yeah, fluoride's nuts, bro. And it's all in our face. You know, there's no... There's
our
no
What,
teeth.
fluoride?
yeah.
Or gaslighting?
Both the fluoride and the gas. They're killing us with fluoride and gas.
But yeah, so I don't know. That I think there's some it's obviously questionable, but I believe a portion.
I believe too.
I mean, for
Okay,
her to
so-
freak out like that, dude. I mean, come on.
So they're gaslighting her. The lizard guy is gaslighting her.
He gaslit her, and then
And
he's
she's like-
also reaffirming it again, being like, "Well, that's all I said. All I said was I'm Lucifer." You
I
know?
mean, what's wrong with that?
yeah, exactly.
And so everybody else is basically gaslighting her as well, like doing memes, making her seem crazy.
Yeah, that's
And then
crazy.
He
And
gives
then-
her,
and then
he
she
gives her
comes
a
out-
partial truth where he's
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm
partial.
Lucifer.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
it's like realistically what he was doing is he was blinking with his eyes and expanding his throat. But then he tells the story of leaving out him revealing him as a lizard person, and then only tells the Lucifer part, which still
Yeah.
has a shock factor to it, which gives it some truth, because why would someone openly say something shocking like that? So that's a partial truth. Which
Right,
further
and it makes
solidifies-
sense because if I said that, oh, I see why you got up and left the plane now.
Yeah,
Because dude's crazy.
he's
That's
crazy.
in your mind you're thinking that.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
like they can take that and be like, well, yeah, he said some pretty weird stuff. He said he was Lucifer, but
He
then it's
said
like,
some weird stuff, but there's no need to put your fingers up and say that guy's not real.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then you come out, and you're like, "Hey, I'm sorry I used all that bad language. By the way, I'm not going to talk about when I was upset
Yeah, because she's still shook.
because
shook
she's
by
like,
it.
I don't know what I really saw."
Yeah, she's probably
And dude's back there
questioning
going,
Well, he may have threatened her. I mean, who knows?
He
dude?
may have.
You just never know. He's like,
Illuminati.
he's like, we know where you live. You're at this address. We're in a cave system under your house. We can drill up through the floor,
Yeah.
snatch you out,
Right. And by the
Probe
way,
you.
you're drinking fluoride.
and you're drinking fluoride.
It doesn't affect lizards.
What if it does?
They live down there.
What if it doesn't? I'm gonna Google
That's what I'm
that.
saying. That's why.
I'm gonna pour some fluoride on my lizard at home.
See it?
My cat caught a lizard one time through the door. It was like running through the house in its mouth.
Do you think you could wrestle a Komodo dragon?
Oh, yeah.
No, they're poisonous.
No, but I know that. But could you
Wait.
wrestle
Their
the-
bite is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just found that out a couple of years ago that it was
Jack-
poisonous.
they'll jack you
Godzilla
up,
is
bro.
real.
They'll jack you
This-
up, bro.
Yeah,
I
the
could
saliva.
fight one.
You think so,
Yeah.
I mean, you.
I mean, they're
could. You
smaller
just
than a
lose.
gator.
dude? Do you think you could take a python?
Oh, yeah.
Python.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so
definitely.
have you guys heard about that guy that he's called the Python?
All you gotta do
Cowboy?
is get right under their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you got them.
Okay, so have
That's
you guys
it.
heard of Python Cowboy, right?
I haven't heard. I heard of the naked cowboy in New
No,
York.
Python Cowboy. He's in the Everglades down in Florida, and he catches pythons. He goes down there and does it all the
Okay.
time and records it with his GoPro.
Okay.
And he caught one of the biggest pythons.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was like, pull it up. I think
What's
it's,
his name?
Python Cowboy.
Python cowboy.
It's a python cowboy.
But basically, so
Ba-dum,
my buddy and
bam.
I, shout out to Austin, we
Is this
had
him?
this ongoing. Yeah, we had this ongoing. We had this ongoing argument that, hey, you know what?
That's
Could
fun.
you wrestle? Could you, if it was 1-on-1, you and a python in a room. Could you take it? And I said, absolutely. But after this video that I saw this dude, no, I don't think I could.
Oh,
no, there's no way.
You talking about let's go back. Maybe I should find the largest one.
He was just on Joe Rogan.
Oh, here it is. We found the biggest. Is this it?
No, maybe.
We found the biggest python with a nest of over 45 eggs. Like a python cowboy. Let me go to Instagram. Maybe he's got some pictures.
He's on YouTube. You just...
Well, look at that. Yeah. Oh, hey, wait a minute. That's not right. Like a python cowboy. Well, I was on YouTube, but... Okay, so I'm here, so we should look at suggested feeds. We found the biggest one. Here it is with the nest. How about this? Giant snake. Is this it?
I think that's one. Yeah, that's it.
That doesn't look like that big of a snake, bro.
Hold on.
Bitten by a giant snake. Let's see. Hey, let's just go to his channel.
Yeah, just go to his channel.
Like a python cowboy.
But basically, could you take a python?
Oh,
Joey?
I think so, definitely.
So let me tell you this quick story, bro. It happened pretty recently.
I'm just kind of feeding down. Tell me if you see the one.
I've never been like a guy that's fearful of snakes until recently. I went to this place in Kansas City.
This dude's fighting gators.
And they had there was a 20-foot python that was, or I don't know if it was 20 foot, but it was definitely over 15, where its body was as big as my body. It could swallow me whole, dude. There would be no way in heck.
Yeah, I mean, they will eat you up, Iron.
Okay.
Up.
How about this one? My gosh.
That's the one.
Bitten and almost eaten alive.
I think that's the
17-foot python. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Joey. Kansas
that was
City.
it. That was it, dude.
That was the story?
That was the story.
I missed it. I blanked out there.
It was just a huge snake, dude. There's no way.
How about wait, is the python, are those the yellow ones, or is that an anaconda?
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's
You seen the yellow ones, right? Or wait, is there a difference?
Oh my gosh!
In a python and a boa constrictor? Oh Lord! Okay, for the folks at home, we're watching Python Cowboy on YouTube, and I'm just gonna scrub through here. Yeah. Oh, this thing's huge.
Yeah, the dude. This is what he does. He goes into the remote places.
He's in the Everglades. Oh, check the camera out. It's right on his shoulder.
Yeah,
like an Optimus Prime or something.
And he said, as soon as they latch onto you, as soon as they latch onto you, they wrap around you and they start to constrict. And
that's what you got to stay away from.
Right, and they will crush your bones.
They'll crush, yeah, and then they'll eat you.
He said, he said, I don't know if this specific python will eat you, but they will try, and you'll be out there with nobody to help you. You'll be dehydrated. Then there's other.
Okay,
predators.
so this is cool. Here, he's got a
look how big
GoPro on his shoulder. Plus, he has a camera guy with him. Now, this is either a camera guy or he set a tripod up.
He set a tripod up.
So, yeah, why does he do this? Because it's fun?
I don't know.
I mean, they're taking DMT.
Well, also, it's
look at this.
Overpopulated down there with pythons.
Are they trying to? So they're trying to get rid of them or release?
So
look, he won't let go of the. Oh, look at this. Why? Who could?
He
Are
said.
you kidding?
So I was listening to one of his podcasts, and he said that they
Let me
have
just see
about
here he talks. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's just music. Oh!
God damn!
He just got bit. Oh, he's wrapping him up.
Yep, it's wrapping him up.
Oh, this is crazy.
I mean, he's out there doing the Lord's work, bro.
It's a Satan.
Wrestling.
You shouldn't have been in the garden. Look, he's trying to wrap up. Why'd you teach me how to eat that apple?
And that's pure. They're pure muscle.
Look at that. He's going around him. Yeah, they're nothing but muscle, dude.
Nothing but muscle. I don't know, man. I couldn't take it. I'd have some kind of.
I say I could, but I don't know until I was there.
If
I was there and I tried, you guys back me up, right?
Yeah, it's 1-on-1.
45.
1-on-1.
You say, I hope Byron makes it.
I don't jump into 1-on-1 fights.
Now an alligator, dude? No way.
Oh, look, he got his phone out. That's got. Here, let me stop and get a selfie.
You know what? Alligator. Here. You know, I think I could take an alligator. Do you know why? Mike used to say, "You just run zigzag."
Yeah, that's right. He did say that.
What about
if you run zigzag? It will.
Yeah.
It doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I've heard that. But what if you're in the water?
Oh, water! It's end game. You're dead.
You're done.
You're done. They're eating you.
The death roll.
Yeah, you're dead.
They grab a limb, spin. It's off. It's ripped off.
Wait a minute. I just saw a video the other day of a dude that was like, if you go underwater, they won't mess with you.
I don't believe that.
He was like underwater messing around. He was like touching him, and he wouldn't. Oh, he couldn't bite when he was underwater. He couldn't bite onto him. It's only when he's above water that he grabs on you with the jaws of death.
Oh,
And because he was underwater trying to get, and he would open his mouth, but he wouldn't clamp down. So that's the key: go underwater.
Yeah, I don't want to be the guy to try that one.
Well, let's just try it. We should do a show, and we'll get Mr. Turkey out to film it.
Yeah.
This dude's bleeding right here.
You can see one of us
So-
die. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, live TV.
what, how do we get on this topic? Of
don't
What
know,
did
you started
so? No,
wrestling
you started
some-
asking if we could find a python.
Oh yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
It's the DMT.
We're off the cuff, man. I don't know. I do have I mean,
Oh, you got a rabbit hole?
I got a rabbit hole.
Okay, go.
So, I kind of wanted to talk about this this new COVID.
Oh
strain.
yeah.
Oh,
let's
it's
talk about the
coming.
COVID. Yeah.
This new strain is coming out.
So-
right?
What's it
Before you
called?
start, let's just talk about, because here's where I heard it first. Alex Jones
Yeah.
said mid-September
Yeah.
they're going to start doing the mask, and I heard he got that from a TSA
Yeah.
whistleblower that said they had a meeting and they're about to mask up everybody in the airport.
Yeah.
Go.
So, with that being said, obviously I ain't gonna mask up. It's not gonna happen.
Obviously not.
I'm saying it on live here right now.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
complain.
gonna ask.
So, with that being said,
Beta.
I've been kind of going down the rabbit hole. There's obviously been a number of scientists that have spoken out about this new strand, right?
Okay.
So usually in biology, things will evolve, mutate
Yeah.
lesser. That's what they call herd immunity. But there's something specific about this new strain that's coming out that I'm probably going to butcher this because we're off the cuff here. I didn't write any of this thing down. But essentially,
Don't kill us in the comments.
don't kill us. But the deal is this strand that's coming out for those that have. So it's called the Iris strand, right?
Iris?
Iris.
Okay.
ERIS. So
Huh.
Mike sent us this in the chat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the term Iris is like the goddess of discourse and stuff like that. So internal fighting, and it's fitting that they call us this because there's been some words that some of the upper elites, they've been planning this, and this is going to be the strand that's going to basically further divide the country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Round 2.
And at first I read that and I was like, whatever, Mike, we'll see what happens, bud. But then the
From the
next
Great
day,
Awakening.
yeah, the next day I was listening to this podcast from it's called The High Wire from Dale Bigtree, and I sent it to you guys as well.
Mhm.
Do you guys listen to that?
Mm-hmm.
Which he's just kind of a freedom journalist. He's awesome. He's a super smart guy, and he's just he just tries to get the information out there,
Yeah.
kind of like what we do.
Getting to the bottom.
Yeah, so he had a scientist on there. He's a German scientist who isn't even really an anti-vaccine guy, but he was talking about the antibodies in the system that people that have had this booster shot, the COVID shot, they've
Yeah.
had their systems boosted so many times.
I've got 5 boosters, yeah.
Their bodies now, which it's on the website The High Wire if you guys are kind of curious what I'm talking about, but their bodies essentially are not going to make the immune response since their system has created this where the antibodies that are already in their system are not going to recognize this new strand, and they're
People that are
basic-
And
vaccinated.
they can't fight it.
people that are vaccinated.
They can't fight it.
Yep.
Their body.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, we're off the cuff here, so I do
And again, we're
apologize.
scientists.
And I'm not a scientist, but it
But I
is.
play one
it
on the
is on the
podcast.
High Wire. It's one of his more recent episodes.
Yeah, go
talking
check that
about
out, guys
So
and gals.
essentially, the deal is this: the new virus itself, if what this guy is saying is true and what the conspiracy theories are saying is true, is for those who are vaccinated, and we're talking not just like one shot, because he clarified that on the podcast or on the show. He said not just one shot. But the people that have gone and have gotten 4 boosters, and they're pushing another booster, their body is not going to fight this new virus off at all. And there's been talks of like a 90% death rate for people that have had boosters.
Are you
That
kidding me?
Yes, 90%.
Do you know everyone that got the boosters were mostly liberals?
Yeah, which
Are you
I
sure
thought's
about
crazy
that?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mostly. I'm not saying
I
all.
would believe that.
mostly.
So here's
it seemed to be that way.
here's the deal. Here's the deal. Think about that. Think about that.
That sounds like that was orchestrated.
It is 100%. So the deal is this. It's going to be to people who are unvaccinated or people who have had one shot and they basically call it a natural immunity to it. So if you had the virus originally, you only had the one shot, your body's going to have the immune response it needs to basically fight this virus off. So to people like the unvaccinated, the people who haven't had the COVID strand, they're saying that it's going to be like a head cold.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Sure.
our body will get it. We'll just get a little runny nose, whatever.
Yeah,
But it's
kind of
gonna-
like you have in the past.
Oh yeah, same thing, same
Well,
thing.
Not me.
But to
Well, yeah.
people,
But I think you built up a good immune to it because you like almost died.
They gave me so many pharmaceuticals. I'm immune to everything.
did you have it pretty bad?
Yeah. I was,
Yeah,
COVID?
he was almost down.
Oh, seriously?
I almost died.
Yeah.
Dang, dude,
Yeah,
that's
but you
crazy.
can't
But I
hold-
think
you
that's
can't
good
hold
im-
me down, dog.
I think that's
come
good
on,
immunity,
brother.
dude. I think that's good immunity.
Well, you must have gotten. So there's obviously been different strands. You must have gotten the original strand. I guess the original strand was pretty deadly. Dude.
Yeah. Actually, I got
deadly.
the strand straight from the lab.
Yeah. I was in Wuhan.
I was in the bat cave. I licked the guano.
Yeah, it was me. So with that being said, dude, like let's say that's true. Let's say that's true.
Okay,
Half of the-
let's say it's true.
I mean, what's the number of people that are unvaxxed? And what's the number? Wasn't it a pretty like
It's-
50-50 split? Something like
I thought it was low.
that are unvaxxed?
Yeah, that because I'm unvaxxed.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-vaxxer.
Heck yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking
I thought it was low because I thought most of the country was duped. It's
I think
that's
so.
what it seemed. I
Are
don't
you
have the
looking it up?
numbers. I don't have the stats.
Are you
You
looking it
pulling
up,
it up,
Jason?
Jamie?
Yeah, JJ. So here's the deal: is when this thing drops, people are going to be dropping like flies. We're going to be pushing the same things. Like, hey, man, like I'm trying to promote herd immunity. I'm going to get this virus. I'm going to dumb it down biology wise to basically spread it through the masses because I'm not going to mask up because it just doesn't work. But there is going to be a number of people that are just dying. And
Okay,
you
I don't
know.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm saying what I was reading here.
Yeah.
That's from National Institute of Health website.
Overall, 15.2% of the U.S. adults were unvaccinated during December 2021 to, what does that say?
February
I can't
2022,
see that far.
ranging from 5.8 in the District of Columbia to 29% in Wyoming.
So it's less than 50.
Of the entire unvaccinated population nationwide, 51% were vaccine adverse, 35% vaccine unsure, and 14% vaccine accepting.
So 14% vaccine.
Yeah, that's low.
Of people that are vaxxed.
I thought it was unvaxxed.
No,
15%
it's
vaccine
of it-
accepting.
vaccine accepting. So I don't think that's the number. I don't know if they can realistically.
They're probably
give
lying
us-
to us
Yeah.
anyway.
That's
From
what
the
I'm saying.
CDC, they're lying.
National Institute of Health.
Yeah,
Government.
probably not. But
Where's Alex Jones? Maybe he's got some numbers.
he probably does. But that's what I'm saying, man. So the people that are vaxxed, and it's going to become evidently clear what the deal is that they've been lied to this whole time, which is what we've been saying to them, this whole time. But it's going to cause basically martial law in the streets and just absolute terror. And we'll see what happens, man.
Well, it's just like Jason said on our last show. The end of the world's going to happen sometime. That sounds like the end of the world right
that's
there.
gotta
Doom and
happen.
doom.
So that I feel like is the government's or whoever positions of power, the Illuminati, the elites. Their goal is to cause discourse, right, with this. But I'm optimistic, and I don't think people are going to mask up again. I don't think that's going to happen. There's no way. I didn't do it last time.
I didn't either.
I would hope we've learned from our mistakes.
Round
And
2, we will see.
we will
Round
see.
2. I
will
think the
see,
first
man.
one was a testing ground. I saw a video, and I don't know if this was from last time or this time, but this person was shaming this person. She was at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
And she had a mask on, and she was shaming the family behind her because they weren't masked up.
Yeah.
How dare you? What are you doing in here? That just shamed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was from last time or it's already happening again.
It could be.
But there are some people out there that just 100% believe that masks work.
I shame people that wear masks.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I want to ask.
You want that on your face for the rest of your life? I do know people that have still, even before this new strain, has been masked up since.
I still see people outside.
I saw
alone.
I saw one dude in his car with a mask and a bag over his head.
And also to
and
add,
a hazmat suit.
To add, because maybe some of our listeners have gotten the booster.
Well, maybe they haven't. You know,
and
some people were scared or whatever.
What the scientist said is that, you know, if that's the case, and if you had these boosters, start taking your antivirals now.
Yeah.
Start taking your ivermectins, you know, the horse tranquilizers stuff,
Sure.
you know, or whatever the
resveratrol,
vitamin D, zinc, magnesium.
D, that's it right there, the sunshine.
Start taking it, man, because it's I am kind of curious.
What'd
what
you
do they
say?
treat you with when you're in the hospital? Do you know?
Yeah.
It starts with an R.
Yeah, remdesivir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a good one,
Yeah.
though, right? Because a lot of people were like shamed for giving drugs.
I know it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Really?
Dude, so it was over the course of 2 weeks I got it, and then I just felt really sick, like I had the flu, and then it just got progressively worse the next week, and I couldn't break I had a fever for 2 weeks. I couldn't break it, and I'm a fever 103.
Yeah.
And I think when I started to lose where I couldn't breathe, like my capacity to breathe, that's when I got
freaked
scared.
me out when you told me that.
When I couldn't breathe, I got scared. I'm like, okay, now it's time to go.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the first hospital, and you know where they're saying that it was just full, it was full. I went to the local hospital and it was full, and they're like, we can't treat you, and you're gonna have to go home. And they're like, you're not as bad as these people. I'm like, okay, so what happens when
I'm not as bad, but I can't breathe. What does that mean?
So I wasn't at the threshold to be hospitalized, but I still couldn't breathe. And they said, okay, we'll come back when you get to this threshold. And I said, okay. And so 2 nights later, I got to the threshold.
Yeah.
And I couldn't walk 5 feet without like gasping for air. And that's when I'm like, dude,
I got to do something.
Yeah, you know what? And just 2 months before, not even 2 months. Yeah, maybe about a month and a half before, I ran a half marathon. So I was in good shape.
Yeah.
And when I thought, I was like, this isn't gonna go well, I could go down fast. And I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But then I mean, dude, I had so many people like rooting for me and like on my side. It really was a God thing for sure.
That's awesome.
But I had one nurse from Seattle that moved here. I don't know if I told you this. I had a nurse from Seattle that moved here because they didn't want to vaccinate, and the hospital that I was at, they allowed you to be not vaccinated.
Oh, wow.
And so he said, I moved over here with my wife because we both are nurses and we both didn't want to get vaxxed. He said, don't let them give you any more oxygen, because I was on the oxygen.
Yeah.
He said, don't do any more oxygen. He goes, and I'm going to lower your oxygen. I said, I can't, dude. I got to keep it right here. He goes, no. He goes, I'm going to get you off this oxygen. He goes, by the morning, you're going to be on this, and this, and we're going to get you off of that. He goes, that's the only way. Your body needs to do this on its own.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, okay.
That was a good nurse.
Yeah.
Dude, that's inspirational, bro. Like, that's the whole deal. I mean, I met, you know, being in my line of work, I meet a lot of different people, you know, so I meet different people every day. I met a lady that had COPD, who got COVID. And the same thing with them. They're like, we got to put you on oxygen. And she's like, there's no effing way I'm doing that. Because she knew. She's like, my lungs have to be able to work through this. The general notion was like, you get on oxygen on COVID, you're dead.
Yeah.
And
the ventilator.
Well, yeah, because you're circulating it back into your system. Because whenever you're breathing into an oxygen, it condensates. So you're breathing just liquid COVID back into your lungs. You know, so it was just like killing people, just left and right. Obviously, my wife being who she is, like whenever this COVID thing was coming out, we started doing our own, you know, research thing and just getting in depth into it. So she we've got stuff like anytime there's a conspiracy of like, oh, they're going to drop smallpox or they're going to drop monkeypox.
Here comes malaria.
Here comes malaria. Kayla's like, all right, what do we need naturally to fight this?
Mm-hmm.
So when when COVID came around, like we had all this like immune boosting stuff, like zinc, like it's just I can't.
Yeah, because your
remember how-
body's naturally.
Oh yeah, like
fight
we're
stuff.
we're
I
equipped
mean,
to take it on, man. Like, and it's crazy. Like and again, I'm not saying like we probably had different strands or whatever, but like whenever I had it, it was pretty brutal for about 2 days. You know, like my whole body was just toast, and we started taking vitamin C, which was like right early on COVID.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you need to be taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every hour.
Mm-hmm.
Which we
Sheesh.
had. Yeah, we had it in powder form, and then we had like this. I think it was called. I want to say like lipozine, but I don't think that's what it is. But yeah, every single hour I was taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, just like taking it. And I remember my body was like getting really hot, like my fever went up, and I went to sleep, and then it was gone like the next day, dude. It was nuts.
That's
It was
crazy,
nuts.
dude. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it was scary. And I had the infectious disease doctor come in, and he's like, you know, for your age, for your health, with not having any, prior, sicknesses or ailments, he goes, you shouldn't be in this state. He goes,
Yeah.
you should not be this way. He goes, I don't know why. He goes, I've seen this. And dude, the crappiest thing about the whole scenario is at night,
Yeah.
because I was on the floor with every other patient, and then you could hear them gasping for air,
Oh, that's terrifying, bro.
and and it's quiet, and all you hear is them gasping for air
Jeez.
and coughing, just and that's all you hear all night. And I said to myself, that's not going to be me.
Dude.
And so,
Wow.
and then the nurse, he goes, he gave me this little machine that you blow into,
Yeah, to strengthen your lungs.
yeah, the straight. He goes, he goes, I want you to be able to do the whole volume of that. And I
Get
said,
this thing, yeah.
dude, I couldn't get maybe a 16th of the whole volume. And, he goes, clock it every 30 minutes to an hour.
Push it.
You do it. And
Man.
we did it every day.
That dude's the real hero.
Yeah,
man.
he was.
Wow.
No, for real. He
That's
was,
the hero right there.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
He was
dude.
good. He was really good.
See, we need more people like that in the
Yeah.
world, dude. Because we had, like I said with my daughter episode, like we had same thing, dude. Like nurses out there just know the truth, and
Yeah.
they're doing things. Because was that guy kind of doing it like hush hush with you, or is it like
Oh, yeah.
he was-
Yeah.
Like this was a normal protocol.
Yeah.
But I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Him and his wife, because they both were a team on me. And then I had several other nurses, but they were the ones that stuck out and like, all right, we're gonna get you. We're
we're
gonna
doing
get you out
this
of
the
here.
natural way? Bro.
Yeah.
That's freaking.
Yeah, it was pretty
awesome.
cool.
I wonder how many people they helped.
Probably a lot. I mean,
They were there. Wow.
there's tons of people on the
They're in
floor.
there saving lives, bro.
One
Just
life at a
saving it
time.
up.
One lung at a time. One lung at a time.
I did
Wow.
not know
So that is rabbit hole, right? So everybody get ready for the new
that.
Strand.
New strand.
the new strand, the
Yeah.
new mask, the new lockdowns.
Get
Yeah.
your zinc, get your vitamin C, get your vitamin D, get your magnesium, get it all squared
Yeah.
away.
Get what your body needs, man.
Yeah.
Like that, you have what your body is naturally able to fight off diseases, which I really want to do eventually, just a full vaccine episode,
Okay.
because there's a lot that involves on like the vaccines, like the quote unquote things that it's helped throughout history. If you look throughout history, you'll notice that like a lot of the things that like the Spanish flu and the big crazy ones, like here's an example, polio, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Polio was huge in the 50s. Huge. Everyone had polio. It was terrible. And any person you talk to about vaccines, they're like, I don't want to get polio, so I better get vaccinated, right? It's a terrible disease. Polio was caused by, and this is proven, it was caused by pesticides they were putting on our plants. They figured it out. Polio stopped. After polio was already almost gone in the social fear, I guess you'd call it, then the vaccine came out. Then they attributed the loss of polio
To the vaccine.
To the vaccine.
Instead, yeah.
And I bet you they started spraying the stuff on the plants again because everyone's already vaxxed up.
Right.
Maybe. No, they outlawed it. I can't remember what the chemical was. Same thing with Spanish flu. If you look throughout history, most of the big deadly viruses were fixed with hygiene. That's why you know they say plumbing we protect the health of the nation. It's true. Getting rid of
I
filth.
can't remember the year. I think it's 1962. Kennedy signed the National Vaccination Act, which needs to be repealed.
Yeah.
Because it's on the books right now. From that is where we have everything that, MMR, diphtheria, blah, blah, blah. You got to get the schedule. That's because of that 1962 Vaccination Act. It needs to be repealed.
Yeah, it does.
Boom.
I agree. And I feel like people are opening their eyes to it, and like I said, I can show you guys this. There's an entire books of just graph after paragraph after paragraph proving the just ineffectiveness and pointlessness of vaccines.
Okay.
I'll bring it to you guys.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we'll put that on the docket, the catalog.
We got to do that.
That was a nice rabbit hole. I wanted to real quick change gears. Have you guys ever heard of contemporary Christian music?
I never heard of it.
Like
genre?
Switchfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, Switchfoot. Yeah, Switchfoot, George, Steven Crowder. Okay, so back in the
David Crowder.
90s. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Crowder Band or something like that. Did I say Steve?
Yeah, he says.
Oh, wow.
David Crowder.
David Crowder Band, yes. In the 90s, there was a lady called Amy Grant.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a new artist on the Christian arts. Her name's Flamey Grant. There's a drag queen, and don't get me wrong, this is real. It's Flamey Grant. It's a drag queen, and she is in the top charts on the Christian arts. The Christian charts. No doubt. Why?
No, she's not. Let me look.
Yeah, Flamey Grant. She is on the top charts and on the Christian Billboard. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm like, who is allowing this person to be in our Christian? This is why I've never been a fan of CCM, contemporary Christian music.
Yeah,
it's just, I don't know. The music sound, I don't know. I can't explain it, but she is, or he, I don't know what he is. Well, it's a drag queen, so it's got to be a guy. There he is.
Yeah, there is a
Christian. You looking that up, Jay?
Yeah.
There's a
Flamey Grant.
There's a big push now for gosh, who was?
But all the Christians are embracing this.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the new. They're saying that there's going to be another Reformation. You know what I mean? Like the Reformation from the Catholic Church. Who was that? Luther that did that.
Martin Luther. Yeah.
Martin Luther is the first Reformation, is because the Catholic Church wasn't following Scripture.
Correct.
So
you're onto it right there, bro.
Yeah, they weren't.
We need
following,
a Reformation.
Well, no, that's what they're saying. The new Reformation is taking it away from Scripture.
Oh, gotcha.
And bring it into the modern age.
Okay, gotcha.
They're trying to fit Scripture
to fit their backward theology.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
To go into the backward theology.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need something to go the other way.
Well,
Flamey Grant. So if you're out there, I'm not sure if we helped or I just think it's weird that you're on the Christian charts.
Hey, man. I'm sure God can use it, dude.
Really?
Absolutely. Maybe.
Do what?
He turns bad things. He turns bad things into good.
He takes the evil.
I don't know.
He took a snake, made it good. I don't see anything that could come out of this that's any good other than
I don't know, man.
Taking like we did the family episode. It's just rocking our family out of here. So yeah, Flamey Grant.
We're just getting started. Let's go, man.
Flamey Grant. So, did you have something? Or are you looking something? What do you got over here? You're enthralled over here.
Yeah, I'm just checking things.
Are you done?
No, I'm just checking things out.
Okay.
It says, what does that say? False anti-LGBTQ rhetoric about drag artists forcing perversion on children. Yeah.
Yeah, you say that to a drag queen. Baby, what were you thinking? What's going to happen? She's going to run with it.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. She had a grassroots campaign amongst her following to get Good Day, the queer affirming worship song off her album Bible Belt Baby.
But what charts? I mean, because I'm looking at all the charts and she's not.
It's called iTunes Christian Charts.
Okay, yeah.
And this is from Billboard.com.
iTunes.
Yeah. Let's see. Bible Belt Baby to land on iTunes Christian Charts. In the video, she pointed to similar, another out Christian artist and a friend of hers who earned a #1 song on the iTunes Christian Charts earlier this year. So, Flamey Grant. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that video. What did you drag me into? That's the name of the song.
Whoa, what's going on here? What in the heck? What is that? Is the priest? Is that the quote unquote priest with the arms tied behind his whatever back, and there's like a donut in the mouth? Is that what I'm seeing right now? What is going on, dude?
I still don't see them on
Where
iTunes.
You don't?
No.
You have to go to the Christian. Oh, you'll find it. I'll send you this article. I'll link this up in our show notes.
I mean, it's USA Today. I don't trust anything they say.
That's true.
Oh, good Lord, come back.
Bible Belt Baby. You know what? I don't know. But Flamey Grant, there you go, folks. Stay away from that music. And the problem is, I would expect to see this on regular secular charts like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
But this is on Christian chart. I'm a Christian. This is on my chart.
Well, that was
what are you doing here?
One of your guys'
Flaming Grant
episodes, you, Jason, brought up that song Unholy.
Oh, by Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Yeah,
and you said that Maverick City was in the crowd. And they didn't stand up to it. They just sat there.
Yeah, they let it happen.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the heck?
Well, no, they were at the award show. I think that's what you're talking about.
Right.
Sam Smith was doing a thing, and they were at the award show because they were going to get awards that night.
Yeah.
And they didn't say anything.
You know,
they didn't. What do you call it?
I don't care if you don't need to get out and okay. So I'm not the person that says, you know, if you see an LGBTQ RS, a lesbian, some gay, or some kind of halvesy somewhere, that you need to just, you know, walk away or whatever. Or if they're performing any music that you, like, let's say you're at the local fair and they're performing music that you need to like dip out, right? If they're, you know, if you want to, good. If you don't need to protest. You don't need to do all that. You have 2 feet. You can go wherever you want to go. You can see what you want to see. You can hear what you want to hear. But when it pertains to that specific thing, they have the responsibility as leaders to direct and to kind of pinpoint what is right and what is wrong, and what they believe and what they don't. After the fact, they can still enjoy it and be courteous and kind and be like, hey, you know what, cool, man, but that's not for me, and say that, hey, you know what, and if people saw that they were in the crowd, they can clarify and say, hey, yeah, man, that's just not my style, that's not my stuff, and we don't do that. And they didn't, and they were silent. There was silence. There was birds chirping, and that was it. Crickets. And
even after the fact.
After. And so that's the problem I had with it. And I don't like the song. I think it was really unholy. And it's awful. Sam Smith, I'm going on a rant, but Sam Smith had good music. I remember when he was one of the artists that was singing for 007.
Yeah.
It was very good stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he's
he was
talented.
Yeah, he's talented. He was gay back then, like he is gay now. I listened to his stuff then because it was good and it wasn't pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
He is a talented dude.
Early George Michaels, dude.
Right.
Great music.
Exactly.
You're talking about Wham?
Yeah, about Wham.
But when you're singing this stuff where you're just like shoving it down, just like when you see and hear people that aren't Christian, that are agnostics or whatever, they don't listen to Christian music because they're
just doing what they do.
Right.
Yeah.
So why? And if we say, hey, you know, listen to Christian music or blah blah blah, they're like, don't shove it down my throat. And I get that. I get it.
Yeah, it would be like the equivalent of me like going around to just people randomly like, I like having sex with girls.
Yeah. Wow. You got that vodka handy?
I mean,
like
imagine
Blue Moon
that.
now.
Imagine that though. You know.
If you say if I heard you saying that all the time.
Yeah, that's me just flaunting my sexuality too.
Joey, does your wife know about that?
Did I like having sex?
Yeah, with girls.
With her.
With
Oh,
a
but you
girl.
said girls.
A woman.
with women.
A woman.
A lot of women.
A woman.
A woman. You talking about your wife?
I'm talking about yes.
Oh, okay. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
going to hold you accountable, but now that you cleared that up,
Let me clear it up. I like having sex with one woman. Her name is Kayla.
I'm gonna pivot right now. I'm gonna pivot and
Okay, let's bring it back. Let's bring it
and
back.
say Blue Moon, man. That's the drink I go to now.
what are you talking about? Is that vodka?
No, it's a beer.
Oh, Blue Moon. Okay.
Blue Moon with a slice of orange.
Okay. Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Not a sponsor of the show, but Jason's
It's
on it.
fantastic. It's a wheat beer. It's a Belgian wheat beer.
Oh, wow. You've done some
It is
research
actually,
here.
Blue Moon is really good, especially if you put in a orange peel like they do in the commercials.
So it's better than Bud Light.
Anything's better than Bud Light.
Wow.
Fluoride in the water is better
Yeah,
than Bud Light.
for real. Wow.
All right, guys, it was good.
Well, yeah. Hey, so, yeah. I think we went down a couple of holes,
We went all over the place, bro.
a couple of rabbit holes. We've touched on COVID. We've done a lot of fart jokes.
What's on the next episodes?
We've got creation versus evolution and the simulation theory.
Which one's first?
I'm not sure.
Let's do the simulation first.
You wanted to hit that one first?
Yes,
so
sir.
Creation
next
versus-
Friday will be simulation theory, which I don't know anything about,
Next
but I
Friday.
feel like we are in a simulation.
What is a simulation?
Exactly.
Where is a
Where,
simulation?
how?
And why?
Who? Hey, guys, make sure you check out our website, bottomofthat.com. Check out our blog for all the show notes and resource material where you'll actually, I could put the fart sound there if you want to, and you could just listen to it from there, so you don't have to skip through the show and listen to it. You can find our social medias, too. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you're listening on YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute, and you like this episode, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, which that will get the algorithm kicking. The more comments you do, the more our videos will be presented to other people that like our content. If you're listening on any other podcast platform, make sure you follow, turn on notifications so you never miss when we publish an episode. If you did not like this episode, it's probably my fault with all the farts. But I thank you for listening this long, and please tune in next week. And you might hear Joey say,
Listen to Bible Belt Baby.
by Flamey Grant.
Just kidding.